Living in Eais, the vision is to teach for life. We get prepared for what will happen next. We have a simulation for the problems ahead of us, and we learn how to pass through any obstacle we might face. So this was a wrap-up for our life in EAIS. It's a school to get attached to, and its years are to be remembered. I'll be graduating this year, but I will never forget a single moment I've had in the school. So thank you, EAIS, and my amazing teachers for helping us through this. Here in EAIS, there are 6 simple missions. They are simple but priceless. We become critical thinkers, problem solvers, and excel in academics. We learn respect, responsibility, and citizenship. And such qualities are the ones that will help us fight through the real life and help us be effective citizens. The 21st century is all about technology and innovation, and here in EIS we have the methods to cope with our improving community. So one of our school goals is to meet the 21st century learning needs. We have individualized instruction and digital learning. We also learn in a professional environment, and our improvements are consistently presented using data analysis. As students, we are expected to follow some guidelines to guarantee a healthy and professional environment in school. We are expected to be respectful at all times, adhere to all the school rules, be on time to school, classes, and any school event, be in proper school uniform, work hard, strive to be role models inside and outside of school, have a positive school ethic, set and meet our personal goals, and finally, believe that there is nothing that cannot be achieved through hard work and perseverance, because this is what school makes us believe. For the academic part, we have engaging and challenging curriculum. We also have variety in core and elective subjects, and you'll learn about these varieties later in this presentation. As for the assessments, we are assessed continuously to guarantee understanding. So we have 3 formal assessments per semester and other informal assessments during classes, and of course our mid-year and final exams. And for the alignment of standards, we have the US Common Core Standards in English and Math, the MCREL in Science, in California in Social Studies, and of course in association with the Egyptian National Standards in Science and Math. We also receive reports continuously as a follow-up with our level in academics and behavior. In addition to that, teachers and admin meet regularly to discuss students and provide enrichment and academic support. So whenever one of us needs help, the school is always there. Finally, in graduation, we graduate with 2 diplomas, American High School Diploma and the Egyptian Thanawiyya Amma Diploma. The total graduation score is obtained from 40% coursework and 60% SAT score, and you'll learn about these percentages later in the presentation. Apart from academics, we have a lot of extracurricular activities, events, charity campaigns, field trips, and academic activities. Some of our programs are foreign language, social sciences, MNU, charity, academic support, and counseling. And some of the extracurricular activities are Dear Time, it stands for Drop Everything and Read, assemblies, drama production, MNU, clubs, Ilawahi character building, and ELS Talks event. The amount of skills and experiences and life lessons we learn from these activities are uncountable. These are what sparked the spirit in EAIS. As one of EAS students, we are seriously like a family. Some of us are leaders, some are presenters, musicians, artists. We are always motivated to find our identity and pursue our goals. Also, we excel in universities wherever. Some are Asians, Geocians, some go to MIU or BUE, some study abroad, and some study in public universities. So we are basically found all over the place. As one of the students, the EAIS faculty is amazing. They're life mentors, not just teachers. They help us build our character and find our passion. They teach us how to follow our goals and even find them. They teach us what it takes to be effective and responsible. As we've said earlier, We live in the 21st century, so EAIS has a commitment to technology. For example, we receive ebooks instead of a hard copy book. Our teachers, they use presentations and videos in teaching, and we ourselves use our laptops continuously for research, presentations, and assignments. In school, we have two main transition stages, grade 9 and grade 10. By then, we are expected to be independent, raise our ethics and put our moral standards. We are also expected to be organized and responsible, learn what mutual respect is, and finally, know the true definition of citizenship.
Things are getting real. Grade 9 GPA is going to be included in the graduating GPA. You will start taking the government exams, Arabic, religion, and Arabic social studies, which are also going to be included in your GPA. You will start taking a preparational phase for the SAT. You will have one session of English and one session of math per week.
As for the second transition stage, grade 10 is when the actual high school life begins. Our GPA in grade 10 is extremely important, so we need to be organized and very responsible in our grades. But this never stops us from joining extracurricular activities, because these activities are the ones that give us experiences and help us later in colleges. They also put an edge to our personalities. Also, by grade 10, we need to start thinking about our college choice, because by grade 11, we will be making choices accordingly. Finally, the management dilemma begins in grade 10, because we need to start balancing between our SATs and our schoolwork.
Grade 11 and 12, where most of your GPA weight is going to be at. Most of your decisions in those years are going to affect your choice of college.
Throughout our school years, it's very important to refer to the school handbook and calendar on the school website, because they will guide us through everything. And here are some of the topics that are discussed in the school handbook: punctuality and attendance, uniform, communication, bus and gate, quality of work, behavior, cheating, plagiarism, and finally, books and lockers and devices.
The GPA is out of 4.0. The 4.0, as if we're talking in percentages, as if the 4.0 is out of 100, 40% of this 100 is going to be the semester exams, 20 per each semester, and the other 60, 30 per each semester are going to be the grades all together, the assessments, the class participation, the homework, the classwork, the behavior.
So this 100% is the coursework of each semester, and since each semester is 30% of the total year grade, the coursework can be viewed as a percentage of this 30%. So the assessments, it presents 15% of the total year grade, the class participation 6%, classwork 3%, homework 3%, and finally behavior 3% of the total year grade. This is for each semester.
Distribution. You're going to have 3 progress reports per each semester, one after each assessment, and 2 official reports, one after the mid-year exams and the other at the final year exams, and then 2 MNUs per year, which will evaluate your son's behavior.
Now in high school, we need to decide whether we are science students or liberal arts students. This is decided, of course, by our college choice. In grade 10, we have to start thinking about our college choice, because by 11, we will be making decisions. However, in grade 10, we all take the same subjects, whether we will be science or liberal arts students later. So we don't have a decision to make in grade 10. So the subjects in grade 10 are English language, English literature, Arabic and religion, history, math, SAT, math and English preparation, science, IT studies, French or German. For the science, we take intro to biology throughout the year, but for chemistry and physics, our grade level is divided. Some of us take physics in the first semester and the rest take chemistry in the first semester, and then the second semester we switch. So the bio is 50% of the science grade, chemistry is 25% of the total science grade, and the physics is 25% of the total science grade.
11. If you choose to be an environmental student, your mind is settled to be a liberal arts student. You can change in grade 12. But if you're a biology student in grade 11, you can change if you wanted to change your mind in grade 12 and be a liberal arts student, you have the opportunity to don't take the following subjects: English language, English literature, Arabic and religion, SAT, math and English preparation, history, pre-calculus, IT, business, biology, and environmental for the art student.
In grade 12, we all take common subjects. We all have language arts, economics, Arabic and religion, and statistics. But then we have two major choices. First, the choice of our elective. Our electives are accounting, French, German, art and design, and IT studies. We need to choose only one of these electives to study in grade 12. And our second major choice is whether we are science or liberal arts students. In science, we take calculus, physics, and chemistry, and in liberal arts, we take psychology, political science, and sociology. Of course, this is according to our college choice. The science subjects can allow us to enter both science and art colleges, but the liberal arts subjects will allow us to enter only art colleges. So we need to have a final decision.
Plan for the SAT starts from grade 1 through all subjects, especially covering skills necessary for reading, writing, critical thinking, and exposure to vocabulary, which all will help you in the SAT when you start taking it.
As we've mentioned, the SAT is 60% of our total graduation score, so it's very important to be prepared for this test. So Eais has a plan for the SAT preparation. In grade 9, there is pre-SAT preparation. We solve problems and worksheets. There is one session of math and English a week. Grade 10, there's 2 sessions of math and English a week, and there's a mock exam on March. In grade 11, there's 1 session of math and English a week. So by this, we're ready to take the test and achieve the score that we want in it.
Preparation starts from grade 9, where you will take base instruction plus the strategies. In grade 10, finishing the explanation in the end of March, having a practice section based on that explanation, begin holistically practicing in April. Grade 11, you will have only practicing, no more explanation. The explanation is going to be in the corrections, which is embedded in the practice. All strategies will covered in grade 9 and 10 you will use in the practicing.
In order to graduate with an American diploma, there are some requirements. First, we must spend 12 years of education, and grade 10, 11, and 12 should be spent in an American school. And if we spend grade 9 as well in an American school, it will show in our transcript. We also must have the passing grade in our 8 chosen subjects that you will learn about them later in the presentation. And this means that our total GPA should be above 2.0. And these 8 subjects, we can take all of them from grade 12, or we can take a maximum number of 3 subjects from grade 11 and the rest from grade 12. We should also get the passing score on the SAT 1, which is 1050, and pass the Egyptian governmental exams in Arabic, religion, and civics. And finally, get a passing score in SAT 2, which is 1100. This is for the science or engineering universities. For the other universities, SAT 2 is a bonus.
Graduation GPA calculation: 60% is the SAT 1 plus 40% the school grades plus SAT 2 if required by university or counted as a bonus.
We have 2 types to calculate our school GPA, that is 40% of our graduation score. Type A, if we will enter AUC or study abroad, and Type B for all other universities. Type A is for applying to AUC and studying abroad. The GPA in Type A is calculated as the average grade of all subjects studied in high school. High school is considered from grade 9 to grade 12. If we took grade 9 in an American school, but if we didn't take grade 9 as an American student, the average GPA will be calculated from the high school years, which are grade 10, 11, and 12. And then the final or the average GPA is stated on our final transcript, and it is out of 4.
All other universities, you're going to have a GPA at the average of 8 chosen subjects. Those 8 chosen subjects are going to be according to the university that you want to enroll in. You will have a minimum of 3 subjects from grade 11 and the rest from 12, or you're going to have all the 8 from 12.
Now, how to choose these 8 subjects? The subject chosen has to be a full credit or 1 credit subject. For example, religion and PE are not to be chosen. Arabic is not to be chosen as well. However, it will be included in the final GPA on our transcript. English language and English literature are considered 2 different subjects, and we can choose both together. And of course, the subjects are to be chosen according to the requirements of each university. So we need to check the Tansi web page if we will enter a governmental university, and if we will enter a private university, we need to visit the admission office or website for the university to choose our subjects.
SAT calculation. The normal SAT calculation is going to be your score over 1600 times 60, and its passing score is 1050. But SAT 1 has also a bonus. If you passed 1090 in it, you will do a whole different calculation. You will do 1090 times 0.15. The number that will come out, you will add it to your score. Then you will take that new score and put it divided 1600 times 60.
Now for the calculation of SAT2 score. SAT2 score is out of 1600. It is required by science and engineering universities, and its passing score is 1100 in both subjects that we took. It is counted as a bonus, however, and in order to calculate it, we put our score over 1600 times 0.15.
Here's a detailed view for the calculation of the GPA.
There are new protocols still under review. For example, changes would include that SAT2 would be mandatory for university acceptance and wouldn't be counted as a bonus. Another change that might happen is that engineering and medicine universities would require advanced placement exams for acceptance. Finally, the availability of ACT as a standardized assessment instead of SAT, so we need to keep track of these reviews to know what will happen.